Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal. As we have noticed a big decline or big drop on SMCI in past few weeks. It's finally trying to recover from that drop in past few days, but not fully recovered yet. In this video, we'll discuss the future outlook of SMCI using technical charts and other fundamentals. Let's get started. Starting with the daily chart, you see that last 5 days SMCI went up about 23%. But if you take a look 1 month chart, SMCI is still about 23% down. So SMCI has to do more recovery, right? Now let's take a look Fibonacci levels and try to find out different levels for SMCI. On your screen, I'm showing you 180-day hourly chart for SMCI and also the Fibonacci levels. I selected the highest point, that is 1218, as my top point for Fibonacci, and the lowest level SMCI touched in last 90 days, that is 480. So based on that, the next level of resistance was 637. So as you notice, SMCI started to recover from here, but it could not go above 637 in last few days. So it got a pushback. So based on the Fibonacci levels, 637 was supposed to be a good resistance level, and that's what we experienced in last few days. So if 637 level is broken, the next level of resistance is 761. So I'm hoping SMCI should touch 761 in next few weeks because we got overall positive momentum on the AI stocks due to the better than expected inflation data and also the jobless claims. So overall, market is thinking that the Fed may start doing the rate cut from September. And the reason for the big drop in last few weeks, as you know that, was due to the uncertain situation on the overall economy because the jobless claims are going up and also the inflation was not going down as we expected. But last 2 weeks of data is very supportive, and also the CPI data that got published last week was also very supportive. Now let's take a look weekly closing price for SMCI. So in this chart, I'm showing you the weekly closing for SMCI in the candlestick chart. So as you can notice, before this week, we had 4 consecutive negative ending for SMCI. Probably that was similar to this pattern, right? And after that, you saw it started going up and then again down. So some kind of mixed behavior you see at this time, right? So in here, you see that 4 consecutive drops, and after that, one positive closing. So I'm expecting another positive closing in next week as well. And also, you notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 consecutive positive closing weeks. So those were good times for SMCI. And that was part of January, February, and March this year. Now let's talk about some forward P and the future projections and outlook for SMCI. On your screen, you see the summary of the financials data for last 6 or 7 quarters. So as you can notice in the last quarter that they published the earnings, we missed the earning expectation, and also the quarter to quarter earnings were down about 6.4%. And also on the margin side, so quarter to quarter and year to year, they did not make a good progress, right? So they missed a couple of numbers there as well. But the good thing about that earnings was the revenue guidance. So the revenue guidance for the next quarter, that is gonna be this quarter, is better than expected. And also the future outlook after that is better than expected based on the SMCI earnings call. And also The only thing they have to work is on the margin side, right? If they improve their margin, that will eventually improve earning per share as well. So in here, I'm showing you the EPS data for last 6 or 7 quarters. As you notice, the last quarter, they missed about 23% earnings estimate. But good thing is for next 4 quarters, the earning projections is higher than what they showed in last 2 quarters, right? But there's a chance that they miss the earnings the next quarter as well. But I think they will learn from their mistakes in this quarter and try to improve their earnings in the next quarter. So using that financials data and also the earning projections, I came up with a price projection for SMCI for this quarter, and I showed you my analysis 2 weeks back. My minimum point was 464. So you saw that even if SMCI went down in last few weeks, it did not go below 464. So that's a reliability of my calculations. On the higher side, I'm expecting the max would be 990 before the next earnings. So there is more room for SMCI to go further up. So that's why I anticipate next few weeks would be good for SMCI because the overall economic situation is improving, and that should help SMCI go up as well, besides other AI stocks. And also, we have the Nvidia earnings coming up, probably end of this month. If Nvidia shows good earnings and good sales guidance, then that should also help SMCI go up. Now, let's take a look forward P for SMCI. So, as of this point, SMCI forward P is at 19.79, slightly higher than the last week, but overall it's very low, right? Because in the last quarter, SMCI forward P has not been that low. It was in 20s or 30s, right? So that also suggests that, SMCI is underpriced at this point, and the one time earning miss should not suggest that the future earnings will also be bad for SMCI. So now let's take a look at what was the reason behind a big drop on SMCI versus other AI stocks. So as we saw that all the AI stocks including SMCI went down in past few weeks, but SMCI got the major hit versus other AI stocks. So one of the reason SMCI went down bigger than other AI stock is because the high fluctuations on SMCI. Any given day we can see that SMCI went down about 15 or 20% or so, but on other days we can also experience SMCI went up about 15-20% or so, right? So big fluctuation is not a surprise for SMCI. Another thing you can notice, so year to date SMCI is still 120% up. So remember when SMCI was around 1200, the year to date at that time was about 300%, much higher than Nvidia and other AI stocks. Nvidia at that time from the all-time high probably about 200% year to date, right? During that time frame. So SMCI had more room to go further down. So that was another reason for SMCI to go down more than other AI stocks. But overall, if I summarize the way SMCI went down, it should recover the same way, right? Before the next earnings. So that's all about SMCI short video. I just wanted to share my analysis with you. I hope you like the video. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more in the next video. Take care.